No, they want to expand. So there's going to be one in Madrid in January, and the next three are going to be around. So they want to come to the US, they want to come to Middle East, and another one in Europe. They're talking about London, France. So the organization will announce some, I say by the end of April, but probably this year, as it's just happened, it won't be four. So hopefully two or three. But from next year, it'll be four or even five. So Premier gave us those 4 or 5 dates not to, go against them.
Hey paddleheads, welcome to Padel Smash TV. We're here on location at RacquetX, and next to me, dear friend Dani Homedes, also co-owner of the Hexagon Cup 11-11 team. The Hexagon Cup, it's on fire. Dani, we know each other for such a long time. Why don't you tell us all the juicy stuff about the Hexagon Cup?
How are you, Julia? It's nice to see you again. It's been a while. Yeah, the Hexagon Cup it's growing. As you know, we just had the third edition in Madrid. They moved it to Caja Mágica, where the ATP 1000 is.
Yeah.
So we put 40,000 people there in 5 days. As you know, all the best players in the world are involved. We have two men, two women, and the next generation. And now it's growing. They will announce soon, but from one event a year that it's been the last 3 years, we're gonna go to 4 events a year. There's new investors there, the big ones. I don't know if I can say yet, but
Go for it.
like it's Middle East people and the Premier Padel, so it's gonna be great. Everybody's very.
So Danny, how did you get involved in this Hexagon Cup? With the team 11-11, and how did you guys come up with the name 11-11?
So yeah, the founders are good friends from Spain. From we used to play paddle when we were juniors. So Enrique Buenaventura, Richie de las Heras, and then also the Formula E people are the one that started this venture. And they called me that they wanted a US team if I could come in with some big name celebrity. And as you know, with Eva Longoria, I'm very close to her for 20 years. She's a big paddle fan, and I called her and she said, "Let's do it."
So it's that simple.
And that's simple,
Wow.
So as I called her, I had to deal with all her.
Did she know what battle was, or?
Oh yeah, as I said, like she has a core in Beverly Hills for 10 years, and she's a big fan. She has a house in Marbella with paddle. So, and then the 11-11, it was a superstitious number that she loves. That number is like I want to call it 11-11. So
How does she play?
she's good. She's competitive. She plays as much as she can with her husband Pepe, who also is with us, and yeah, she loves it.
So who do you have on the team?
So this year we have Javi Garrido and Tino Libac, and the female we have Paula Jose Maria and Ale Alonso. So we are a great team. And in the juniors we have Cabezas, Curro, and Collado.
Wow.
So no,
So why don't you explain to our listeners and viewers how is the format of the Hexagon Cup?
so as I was saying, it's one male player, team, female, and then a next generation that they cannot add more than 40 years. So we have Curro that it's 17, 18, and Collado. And then you play as a team, and the men and women add 2 points, and the next generation 1. So at the end of the week, you add the points, and whoever has more points gets to the final, and the third and fourth, and then so on and so forth.
Great. So last year, there was always one time a year that you were doing it. Now you said 4. Where is it going to be? All 4 in Madrid, or are you going to have different parts around the world?
No, they want to expand. So there's going to be one in Madrid in January, and the next 3 are going to be around. So they want to come to the US, they want to come to Middle East, and another one in Europe. They're talking about London, France. So the organization will announce some, I say by the end of April, but probably this year, as it's just happened, it won't be 4. So hopefully 2 or 3. But from next year, it'll be 4 or even 5. So Premier gave us those 4 or 5 dates not to, go against them, right? So that's great.
So do you see the Hexagon Cup ever coming here to the U.S.? Definitely. And
Definitely.
when do you think that's going to happen?
So I don't know if we'll have time for the end of the year, but there are conversations with cities.
Where do you think that would be? Here in Miami?
It has to be Miami, New York, LA, right? The big cities. So yeah, you guys know better how the expansion of the sport is the US, but hopefully other states.
So talk to us a little bit about the changes in the franchisees. Any Any changes when it comes to with the players, with the structure, and you've been there from the beginning. And what has changed through the years?
So you have, when we sign the first year, you have the franchisee players for 3 years. So I had Bela Velasteguin and Paula Jose Maria. And unfortunately, after the second year, Bela retired. So I had to choose another franchise, and it's Javi Garrido.
So how does that work? 3-year contract, that means that they have to play in Hexagon Cup 3 years?
Correct.
Right.
So now you go on a draft to choose your second player. So I went on a draft the first year to choose Velasteguin player, and I took Lucho Capra. That year, Bela got injured, so we got Chingoto as a franchise player. And then the second year, we got Tino Livac with Bela, and the third year we chose the same one. So you go on a draft and you choose your draft players, and with the next generation, the same. We all the 8 team owners, we got on a Zoom call, and we're gonna draft depending on the ranking, of the points of your franchise players, and you choose first, second, third.
Wow.
Also an NBA draft.
So you don't have the option to really reach out to the player. You have to go through the draft process, pretty much.
Correct.
So you can get a really Paquito or a LeBron or...
It's to kind of make it fair, and it's kind of more the American way.
You have all the players that subscribe to Hexagon, and obviously everybody but Galan and LeBron from the top guys, and then you choose your franchise, right? And from there, depending on the points that the rankings points that your franchise male and female had, you go to the draft. So if I have the number 1 male and the number 1 woman, I'm gonna be the last one choosing the draft, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. So why no LeBron and Galan? Is that because a contractual agreement that they can play? And also Coelho's not there, or who it is?
Coelho is with Team Bella, which is the team for Puerto Rico. But no, Galan and LeBron decided that week they wanted to rest, I heard. It's that week of preseason, right before the season starts in February. And they decided but I heard that they're in conversations and maybe they want to join.
So as an investor, what's the end goal, especially when it comes to the investment? Where do you see the return at?
As all the team sports, the valuations of the teams keep growing. First year obviously has a valuation, but it keeps going up, and that's going very well. And obviously expanding.
But how do you leverage that? Because that's just on paper, and meanwhile you have the expenses every single month.
Well,
are
obviously
very high.
with the number of events, that's going to help a lot, and all the sponsors that are coming into Hexagon, and the ticketing. Imagine doing it in Madrid. We're lucky that we can put 11,000 people on Friday, 11,000 on Saturday and Sunday, right? So that's the goal, to do it with other countries. You know that you cannot do that in Miami or New York, putting 11,000.
But you think the franchisees are there, are still investing, or do you think they're at the point right now where they're breaking up even, or at what point do you think they'll be profitable?
Every team is different because you live off your sponsors,
right?
So I can tell you from ours that we're lucky to have great sponsors, international sponsors. But I'm sure every team it's profitable. Obviously, the first 3 years are the hardest, but we see it now as a big opportunity either to invest, your own money, or to bring investors and dilute yourself a bit of the equity. But you have a lot of people interested. Yeah, so that's.
So from the beginning to now, how do you see the cost of the players? Has it gone up a lot, and do you see it continue going up?
That's another issue. We were lucky that we signed those players for 3 years, and he was for 5, right? I was sure go for 10. And you guys know how much money the players are making in those exhibitions, and not in prize money in the tournaments. But also something important to know: this is the most prize money tournament in the world. There is $1.5 million prize money. So the players are making 60% of that prize money, and the teams are making 40%. So those players are making more money than any other premier major,
So do you think from the World Padel Tour to now Premier, in the structure, the changes, the more freedom that they have, and also the new tournaments that they have, it is good for the players and increase their pay?
Obviously, the players want to feel free, right, and be able to play exhibitions and go to these countries, the upper-coming countries, and Premier is allowing them. Obviously, the first year, Hexagon had to negotiate because we had a week that they wanted to have a Mexican tournament there, like a premier. And at the end of the day, that's why they made a deal now, and they gave them 4 dates of this year and hopefully next year 4 or 5. So you have to go along with Premier that are, as in tennis, the ATP. They're the ones that rule the calendar for them.
And how many franchises are there? And are they gonna allow more, or is there demand for more?
So there are 8 franchises. This year there was gonna come one more, but we decided to stick with 8 between all the team owners, our organization. But it's gonna go up a little bit more. I don't know if they said max to 12. But yeah, the idea is to bring a couple of teams. Yeah.
And the rule for the franchisees from the franchises is to have a celebrity on the franchise, or how does that work?
Not really. They was one of the points at the beginning they mentioned, but Team Bella, for example, doesn't have a celebrity owner. Hexagon Cup has his own team, and they don't have a celebrity owner, even though they always have. Raúl, for example, from Real Madrid was kind of their ambassador this year, but not necessarily you don't need to, but it helps for sponsors.
You say it's true at the beginning, it was exposure that they were looking for, right?
Correct. Yeah, to expose, before the game, it's so helpful. I mean, Eva Longoria, it's been so helpful for paddle worldwide. And now Rafa Nadal with his academy, and Maribel, the sister, Lewandowski soccer, Andy Murray with Anthony Joshua, Kun Agüero with Leo Messi. So obviously, when you have those big names that are involved with the sport, right? That really helps.
And how often do you guys get together and play within the celebrities?
Well, during that tournament, we do a celebrity event,
That's cool.
And then they do like a legends from soccer players and ex-paddle players. And then during the year, we try to do a couple of events. Maribel has been very helpful with the academy, so they host some events. We want to do one in Miami, another one in New York. So it's starting to grow.
Well, Dan, you've been very, very busy. Congratulations, man.
Thank you,
Dani. Well, great information. We love it. I mean, we wish you the best of luck, and we'll see you around, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congrats, Dan.